Previously on Supermodded Fallout.
I have a few things to take care of before the battle at Hoover Dam.
Sure, no problem. So long as the Legion doesn't attack before you can get there, which I'm sure they won't.
And now you're pretty much caught up.
Hello, welcome to Supermodded Fallout. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kira.
And today, we're actually going to be doing a bunch of companion quests.
Which is why we have a bunch of different companions.
Yep, we've done most of the faction quests. That's why we got a bunch of different companions, all of whom we have quests to do. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to be starting with Raul.
Okay.
Angry soldier robots with bazookas. I'm sure they'll be a good police force.
So let's see if we have any dialogue with him that we never did.
Questions, boss? You mean you don't know everything there is to know already?
Oh, okay, yep, let's just go through these.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. House?
Just how old do you think I am, boss? Because I can pretty much guarantee I'm older than that. Let me tell you a story from before the Great War. Everybody knew Robert House. He was a genius, a superstar. Founded Ramco at 22. Dated Hollywood starlets, the works. They say he saved Las Vegas. I was in Mexico City when the bombs dropped. Even from there, we could see House's defensive rockets shooting down the incoming missiles. Everybody assumed he died in the war. Maybe he did. But his robots are still out there roaming the waste. And now, a Mr. House rules New Vegas.
Yeah, it is the same guy. Maybe there's a connection. Can you remember anything else about Robert House?
I remember there were some weird stories about him, especially near the end. There was a tell-all in El Periódico de las Arboridas by a starlet House dated. She said they never, don't make me spell it out, boss. Anyway, she said all he wanted to do was scan her brain and make her dress up in different outfits.
That's sickening.
It was quite the scandal, at least in the Latin American tabloid journalism market.
You can't seriously think they're the same, Mr. House.
Maybe not. Maybe the new guy is just a clever raider chief with knowledge of history. Maybe he just left instructions for his robots to carry out in his name. Or maybe Robert House uploaded his brain pattern into a computer and rules to this day a godless, soulless machine god. Maybe the whole thing's a crazy coincidence. Who knows?
I think maybe that woman that he mind scanned might have been the original version of Jane, his personal Securitron.
Oh, yeah.
You're a veritable geyser of curiosity, boss.
Also, I think we already went through these dialogue options with him, but if you don't remember, Raul is a Mexican. Actually from Mexico, from before the war. He became a ghoul. He's one of the few ghouls that actually survived since before the war. Although in Fallout 4, every ghoul is one of those, but whatever.
Do you know anything about a goon named Benny? Wears a checkered coat, carries a big pistol?
Benny, huh? Sorry, boss. Doesn't ring a bell. Then again, my brain isn't as sharp as it used to be.
Also, I don't know if you realize this, but this character has a special voice actor that they got just for him.
Oh, cool.
Danny Trejo.
I don't know who that is.
Big profile actor.
Okay, cool. What's your take on the NCR?
They're all right, I suppose. Had a bit of tough going there at the beginning. You know their first town was nearly wiped out by raiders. Anyway, they got their good points and their bad. Just like a lot of the old governments from before the war.
How do you feel about Caesar's Legion?
I don't really have a problem with them. People around here tend to see them as invading marauders planning to burn and pillage the countryside. But I've been to Arizona, boss. Before the Legion, it was a nasty place. So thick with raiders you couldn't trade with a town 2 miles up the road. Caesar's laws aren't nice, and their actions aren't always pretty. But then neither am I. But you keep me around.
That's interesting. He's one of the few people that doesn't have an outwardly negative opinion of him.
Yep. Tell me about New Vegas.
It's big, it's bright, and it's one of the biggest cities still left from before the war. Well, mostly anyway. Used to be just a curiosity. The buildings were pre-war. But it's just as full of raiders and barbarian tribes as any place else. Then Mr. House took over. Got the power turned back on. and got the tribes reformed into something civilized. And now they run his casinos for him.
Okay.
I think that's all. Oh, wait, we got this one.
Tell me about yourself.
Sure, boss. What do you want to know?
Who are you?
You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada.
Who are you?
Then why does your jumpsuit say Miguel?
Probably because it used to be Miguel's.
Okay.
I'm an open book, boss. Granted, the book's in Spanish and some of the pages have fallen out, but I'm an open book.
How can I make the best use of your skills?
I'm not much use besides being a portable encyclopedia, really. I guess you could use me as a pack Brahmin, but my knees aren't so good anymore.
I don't believe that. You must have some skills.
That's nice of you to say, boss. But I'm an old man. Not much use to anybody anymore. Time was. I was a pretty good shot with a pistol. I guess I'm still half decent. These old bones aren't much use in hand-to-hand fighting, though. I can also do maintenance work on your stuff. I don't have the supplies for a real repair job, but I can keep your gear working longer.
Lots of older people are still useful to their friends and communities.
Yeah, maybe you can introduce them to me, if we find them, because I've never met one.
I don't know, maybe we could introduce him to Doc Mitchell.
Doc Mitchell isn't really the same kind of guy he's imagining.
Well, I guess, but where are you from?
I was born just outside Mexico City. My family had a little ranch there.
How old are you?
Old enough to know better, boss. Old enough to know better.
It's a good line.
What's Petro Chico?
You never heard of Petro Chico? Un amigo de Poseidon Energy. Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war.
They were one of the many companies that was under the umbrella of the Poseidon Multicorp.
Mm-hmm. How'd you end up at Black Mountain?
Well, boss, when a giant, insane super mutant asks you to stay put, you do what you're told. Well, maybe you don't. But I'm just a broke-down old man.
But how did Tabitha find you in the first place?
It's stupid, boss. I used to listen to the radio broadcast, just to pass the time. Well, one day the signal stopped, so I figured I'd try to find a transmitter. I'm a pretty good repairman. Or I was before my eyes started to go. Anyway, I found Black Mountain and offered my services. But Tabitha decided I was useful enough to keep around. Permanently.
Poor guy. I think that's it.
Let's do this one.
Can you repair some of my stuff?
Sure. I'll just pull a toolbox out from behind a conveniently placed rock and get to work.
Very funny.
Talk to me at my shack. I've at least got tools there.
Okay, so you can't do it on the go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to talk to them, with the other companions, when we do their quests. But for now, we're going to just do Raul first, okay?
Okay. What was his quest?
We have to actually go find those old-timers and talk to them.
Oh, really?
And they're all people we've already talked to, but you have to do it with Raul.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I already looked up ahead of time which ones we have to go do.
All right.
Yep. So we'll just exhaust their dialogue options, and if we've already talked to them before, we'll just quickly go through them.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that faction.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen a ghoul up close. Not sure I wanted to.
Oh, shut up, you jerks.
Bigot.
Ghouls are nice.
Move, people. I don't think this is the right one.
I think she has her own barrack.
Oh, Pearl? No, I'm not going to talk to Pearl.
Oh. Who are you going to talk to then?
A different boomer.
Okay, well, sorry, I just thought it was Pearl because she's old.
Yeah. I don't know. Not my fault. Ask Raul why he doesn't care about Pearl's opinion. What? Oh.
did Pearl get here and live so long?
Pearl was a former member of Vault 34, just like all of these. Except Pearl, when the whole exodus from Vault 34 happened, was a kind of an attractive pinup model.
Oh, okay, I see.
But now it's been a while, and she's older, but she's also the leader of the group, because she's also capable. I really thought he would be in here.
So she was young after they left the vault?
Yep. Oh, was that him? Yes, that's who we're looking for.
Okay. Is he a ghoul?
How did we get up there?
I don't know.
This is the plane they're rebuilding that we got for him, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to get up there.
I don't know. Maybe we have to jump around on stuff.
I'm happy that we managed to raise the bomber in my lifetime.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that bomber a beauty? Thanks so much for making an old man's dreams come true.
Remember him?
Yep.
Bye.
Oh, crap. We can't actually go through his dialogue.
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
Guess that works.
What are you talking about?
That loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Yeah, like the first...
Wait. Okay, one thing we're going to have to keep in mind when we pick these dialogue options for Raul, there's two different ways we can go.
Mm-hmm.
We can either convince Raul to go back to the days of his past, and he'll become kind of like a vigilante superhero kind of thing.
Okay.
Or we can tell him to relax in his old age and don't have this consume him and worry about it, and he'll retire and live a happy life as a mechanic. It's hard to say really which ending is better. In fact, I didn't actually commit to a particular ending, so we literally have to choose this right now.
Okay, well, I think him retiring and being a happy mechanic is better than him having to worry about being a superhero vigilante.
I mean, if he wants to do it, it's kind of fulfilling for him. But I don't know. I feel like there's not one right option. I feel like it could really go either way.
Yeah, but he might get killed as a vigilante. I'd rather him be safe as a mechanic. Plus, as a mechanic, he's still using his skills to help people.
Do you want to maybe... Okay, here's an idea. Since I'm conflicted and I don't know which one to choose, what if we really just choose the dialogue options that we feel is best and let him make his choice?
I guess, but I told you which one I wanted.
You really want that one? I'm surprised you picked one so quickly.
Well, the thing is, I don't want him to go be a superhero and get himself killed.
It's not literally a superhero. There are no superheroes.
Well, yeah, but like I don't want him to go around trying to, save people and get himself killed. I think he'd be useful as a mechanic and he can still help people that way without putting himself in harm's way.
All right. We'll do that one then.
Okay. At least he knew when to step back and start to take it easy. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, it beats dying alone in the wasteland because you were too slow.
Is that something you're afraid of?
That fear's always been a part of my life. I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejadas. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench, and I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody, but I had my share of run-ins with the police. Mostly my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. But things got bad quick.
Go on.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually, my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off.
What happened then?
About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelt the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window. But everyone else, my parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters, all died.
What happened then?
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home, but I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge.
Which one?
I think the second one. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't think it was your fault. No one could stand against a dozen armed men all alone.
I know that, boss. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting sentimental in my old age. Anyways, forget it. Just wanted that off my chest.
I wonder what happened to his sister then.
Well, I mean, it's obvious then that he became a ghoul after the war. He didn't become a ghoul during it.
Yeah.
It is a sad backstory, but he himself said he didn't want to go on a quest of revenge, and I think you could almost interpret a vigilante thing as being a quest of revenge.
Yeah.
Depending on the reason why he's doing it.
Mm-hmm. And that's really sad.
Yeah.
You know, the entire rest of his family died. He was only able to save his one sister.
Maybe they got in like radioactive barrels or something. She didn't make it. He turned into a ghoul.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. We don't know yet.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
All right. You okay, Skynet?
I'm sure he's fine.
Okay.
Okay, where are we going? Oh, this guy. I remember him.
You do?
Yeah, we had to talk to him for that other quest.
Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
What's new?
Do we have to actually talk to him, though, since we've already done it? Let's go out and try again.
Yeah.
Hey, boss.
Oh, there you go.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, what's on your mind?
Now,
what do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
If you don't remember, he was the guy who wanted us to check out Ranger Station Charlie because it was wiped out.
Yeah, I remember.
He was also a ranger, but there was something with a disability that had hindered him, but he kept going on or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to say?
I mean, he is a hero.
Yeah, but like, I'm curious what he means.
Okay.
What do you mean, guys like Ranger Andy?
I mean, guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Mm.
So many options. Oh, I like that last one.
Yeah, that one. Just because someone's crippled doesn't mean they're useless. All that experience is invaluable.
Yeah, I suppose you could still teach. Take a less active role in the world. That's not so bad.
Is that what you did?
Would it surprise you to know that I used to be a gunslinging adventurer? After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick riders. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened, really. We didn't understand about the bombs.
Wasn't Mexico City basically annihilated in the Great War?
I don't think it was as hard hit as D.C. or Bakersfield. But it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Sounds pretty bad.
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack, like it hadn't been touched. I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know, and wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed, for the first time since the bombs had fallen.
Wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
Go on, what happened to Rafaela?
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at our camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
That's terrible, Raul.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I led my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last TEJADA. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough. After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So what did you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up. I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm starting to think it's probably best if he doesn't go back into doing that. I mean, he doesn't have family to worry about anymore, so I don't think it's really that big a deal. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like that would be the best life to him, as opposed to just, it's been such a long time, you just need to hold on to that kind of vengeance. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just anger, or even retribution, if he's just going to purge the wastes of raiders,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the next one is here.
Okay.
Because it sounds like it was more trouble than it was worth,
Mm-hmm. And it might not have been the reason his sister got killed, but it still brought enough trouble,
Yeah,
Nelson's back
probably
in our
didn't help.
hands.
I mean, I can understand wanting to do that, but I think if they were going to do that...
When the NCR warned you of the sinfulness
okay.
of sex, there is an important lesson to be learned. Do not have sex with the NCR.
But, okay, what was I going to say? Crap. They probably should have got Rafael to join in with them so they could be both good with guns. That way they couldn't jump her.
Yeah, I guess. But with her, I feel like he even did the whole vaquero thing just to be able to protect her. So
yeah, but
he had a reason for it back then.
But it kind of backfired.
Yeah.
Howdy. What brings you back?
And we already talked to you.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
First recon.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should leave the tent.
Yeah, that worked last time.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to do it?
Yeah, boss. Just, yuck.
What?
Sure, boss.
Okay, I guess let's actually go through his dialogue.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Maybe that dialogue where he tells us his story.
Howdy.
Oh, yeah, this guy was the guy who got his legs crippled, I think.
They had... Wasn't...
Oh, no, his legs and hands were crippled by some ranger
Always a
tribe.
pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Got a second to talk, boss?
That's when he became a corporal.
Sure, what's on your mind?
Meeting Corporal Sterling. Well, it kind of got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing?
Okay, so definitely not this one. I don't know. I feel like the top ones are encouraging him to do something. I want to say something along the lines of, like, you can still be useful even if not in that way, because he used to be a ranger, he got injured, he can't be a ranger anymore, but he found a way to still contribute as First Recon.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out which of these options conveys that concept.
I don't know. Maybe we should just do the first one because the other ones seem kind of mean.
Yeah, this, like, I'm okay with retiring, but not like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the first one.
I think it's good that he's so devoted to his duty. More people should act that way.
You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown.
We didn't have any good options.
You're talking about the Great War? What do you remember about it?
I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always just handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyways. I found myself a little shack and started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Oh, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Why aren't you still there then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
What happened with her?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. Took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
How did you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts about what?
I just wanted to say, though, like, I think he might blame himself for Claudia because he was the one who sold the bullets to them.
Yeah.
Which is an example, again, of how the gunslinging life does kind of endanger those around him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, that's a weird stance for me to take. Like I said, I could really go either way on this.
Even if he hadn't sold them the bullets, I bet they still would have done what they did.
I mean, I definitely think self-defense is important, but I still think maybe retiring is the best option for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been through so much.
Yeah, doubts about what?
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am. From now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working. I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
Huh. I'm wondering, okay, if this is just a speech option to cheer him up, I want to take it. But I'm worried this might actually flip him, like this gives us a chance to tell him to do the other thing.
Yeah, I'd rather just go with the top one.
I don't want him to feel like he's slow. He should look, you're old, retire, live a happy life. You don't have to go get retribution on the world. You can still be very useful as a mechanic and a mentor. You don't have to be a killer.
Yeah.
Even though I understand you might want to be, and we kind of do that ourselves, but I would want something better for him than to just be a gunslinger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
If that's what you think is best, I won't stop you.
Thanks, boss. I'd hate to think I was disappointing you with my life-altering decision.
Okay. And he gets a new maintenance outfit. It's just slightly modified.
Oh, cool.
He would also wear his whatever you say outfit. His vigilante.
Vaquero.
Yes.
Vaquero is like cowboy in Spanish, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would wear that if he chose the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Now there's an army of robots. You don't do things by halves, do you, boss?
We can listen to his stories again.
That's what I love about you, boss. Your firm belief that one day you'll actually remember things people tell you. What do you want to hear about?
Because we ask about everything.
Yeah.
Be honest. You did it for the ticker tape parades, huh, boss?
Oh my god, it's some funny dialogue.
Yeah. Okay, so
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
I guess we're good with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we still have quite an episode left, so I guess we'll just go on to the next character.
Who's next?
The next one is one we've already partially completed, so let me go through the quests.
Okay, sure.
Veronica.
Okay.
So let's go through a dialogue, see if there's anything else we have in here that we haven't done yet.
Okay.
What's up?
Now, if you remember, she's ex-Brotherhood of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
She was a scribe, or actually, no, she was a scout. Anyway, she also had a girlfriend, Christine, another Brotherhood member.
Mm-hmm.
Brotherhood didn't like that because they don't like gay people, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've kind of been ostracized. She disagrees with the Brotherhood because the Mojave Brotherhood is a recluse.
Yeah.
And she thinks that they should branch out and be nice. Shocker.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she wanted to maybe join the followers. And we when she asked us about it, we encouraged her to do so. But we never actually did it.
Yeah. I have questions I wanted to ask you.
I was young and I needed the money.
Okay, so we asked a lot about her past, but it seems like we still have a bunch of general questions that we never asked her. So let's do that.
Tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
Oh, and she's wearing a fancy dress because she always wanted to wear a fancy dress, so we gave her the fanciest one you can get.
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
Yeah, that's actually really dumb. Most of the Brotherhood factions don't let people in almost at all.
Yeah.
I think we either did or you can join the Brotherhood. I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, we're like the only one who has joined the Mojave chapter that wasn't born there.
What do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
I really hope those weren't for his slave collars.
I don't know. Do you like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves, it's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes, treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
What's the codex?
Ah, the codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder. Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founders' Axioms.
It's their Bible.
Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats?
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
She's talking about the Eastern Brotherhood.
Yeah. Who is Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Okay.
It's a free wasteland.
Can you tell me anything about this platinum chip?
Yeah. It's not for poker. I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm going to say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip.
Ever hear of a guy called Benny?
Sure. He's one of the hotel managers on the Strip. He comes up in the news now and then. Him and the other chairman run the Tops. It's one of the nicer hotels. Or so I hear. Elder McNamara wouldn't shell out for a passport for me, so I've actually never been to the Strip. Why do people get so cheap when they get old?
This information's a little outdated. You're not part of the Brotherhood anymore. Benny is dead, and you've been to the Strip.
Know anything about New Vegas?
Yep, it's your typical city layout. Rich people in a gated community surrounded by extreme poverty. House gave the area around the strip to the locals, but he has no interest in it, so he ignores it entirely. It just needs new management. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens to me. Bunch of sticklers.
What do you think of the NCR?
I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want. We defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us and tens or hundreds of thousands of them, so it's not going to end well. Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day.
Any thoughts about Caesar's Legion?
Silliest dressed band of raping, slaving marauders you'll see east of California. I'll say that. Where's that touch of old world class? Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire. No such privilege for the women, though. Figures. So, to answer your question, they're a bunch of hypocritical jerkwads. It's a word.
Did you get the subtext there?
Yeah.
She hates them because, they assault, do horrible things to women. But there's rumors that they will, do things with each other, man to man. Just like the old Roman days, there were rumors about that all over the place. Except if you're a woman with a woman, that's not okay. Yeah. And that's kind of personal for her.
Yep. Veronica's great.
You want to do this one?
Could you teach me to punch better?
All right, put 'em up. Let's see what you got.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Whatever. Craft something?
Step into my office.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool. But yeah, that's funny.
See you around.
Okay, so if you don't remember, for her quest, what we had to do is we had to go find some pieces of technology and present them to the Elder. And then when we did, he didn't take it very well. She ends up deciding to quit for the followers. Although technically our quest log still has one of the technologies. There was 3 pieces we had to get, but we only had to get 2 of them.
Okay.
So that's why we can still go get the pulse gun. So why don't we just do that because we can?
All right, sure.
Yeah, and then we'll go join her with the followers. We'll get the 1 piece of technology we missed.
Just get the bottom left.
Now let's just do camp golf.
Fine. It's a longer walk.
Meh.
I like Veronica.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah. I really like her. Like, her dialogue is so interesting and cool. And her voice actor is amazing.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Yeah.
I needed the money and I was young.
She's like the coolest lesbian in Fallout.
Because there's so many to choose from.
Well, I mean, technically Christine.
Yeah, her girlfriend. Or ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I wish you could reunite them. You remember that one time when we told her that Christine was still out there? She was kind of lost for words. We did that after we finished Dead Money.
Oh, yeah,
we
I
also
remember
told her about
that.
Elijah. Okay, you know what? Stay back. I don't like you appearing in front of us like that, Skynet. It's annoying.
She seemed pretty happy about it, though. At least knowing she was still alive.
Yes.
Wait, are we heading the right direction?
Yes.
Okay, good. Which vault was this?
34. We haven't actually gone into this one.
Oh, we haven't?
Nope. We haven't discovered this location. But we have heard a lot about it.
Oh.
I think this is actually the only vault we haven't gone in yet.
Oh, this is the one the boomers came out of.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. Holy shit. Gecko mutant. Oh, there's a bunch of geckos.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's find the pulse gun.
I'm sure you know what this vault was all about. We've just heard about it so much.
It's artillery, right?
Yes. This was the vault that was overstocked with weapons without any locks.
Yeah.
The boomer.
Why is there so much radiation in here?
It's been 200 years, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just leave all the geckos alone.
Yeah, they can live here if they want. It's empty. No one's here anymore.
I just killed the big one because it was scary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a ghoul. More ghouls.
Could I trouble you for some bullets, boss?
Is he hitting people with a wrench?
Come on,
I
Raul.
expect to be awed by your dizzy mercantile
pipe.
sense, boss.
We don't have any bullets for him. Do we have anything we can give him? Not really, unless we give him one of our weapons.
Yeah, I think he's good. Just leave him.
We'll give him our melee, so he has a better melee at least.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Veronica.
Oh, Veronica's wearing that backpack.
Yep. She's also wearing our unique Deathclaw gauntlet. The Fist of Roar.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, shut up, Anaximander. We never finished his quest?
Nope.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Are you using a switchblade? Okay, we gotta talk about this, Anaximander.
Bring it on.
You have a unique rifle. Use it. There you go.
He does
Now
that.
we're...
Okay.
Could I trouble you for some bullets, boss?
I'm trying to find them.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of run off.
Let's just get the pulse gun and get out of here.
I want to kind of search through this place. It's bound to be treasure.
Like what? The boomers probably took everything with them when they left.
No, they didn't.
So you know there's something in here.
Maybe.
Well, then why didn't you just say so?
Maybe. Overkill much?
You know, those little lead things that fly really fast and hurt people. I need some. You know, those little lead things that fly really fast and hurt people.
I like Raul. He's entertaining.
So many.
Maybe it's over in the armory?
Yeah, let me just... Okay, I want to explore this place, but we've just been like running around shooting people up, so... Let's go back to the entrance and then actually methodically go through this place like we tend to.
It's gonna take forever.
It's not gonna take forever. We've gone through vaults so many times before. Why are you being so melodramatic?
Because all this vault has is ghouls.
Someone's fighting somebody.
And trying to shoot without bullets. Oh, he's reloading.
Eternally.
Did he get stuck in the reloading animation?
Yep.
Sure.
He must have picked up some bullets somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's explore this place.
Alright.
No need to really search the bodies for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Ghouls tend to have very little on them.
Yep. Office. Though apparently not the overseer's office.
Yeah, just some other office.
Terminal.
They have flooding and the reactor's gone bad. So that's why there's water and
You know,
radiation.
those little lead things that fly really fast and hurt people. I need some.
Vault leather jacket.
Oh.
Hey, you'll be fine, Raul.
Okay. Nope, nothing here.
Mm-hmm. We haven't found any keys or anything. It's weird, I wonder what leads to those locked doors.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, forget it.
Careful.
Some type of food storage over here.
Mm-hmm. With lots of radiation.
Veronica, is wearing the nice dress worth it now? She's just like, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't go down there.
I don't know if I want to.
Alright. Doctor's bag.
No, I'm all out, boss.
Who opened that door?
What door?
There was a door where they were all trapped in, and I guess someone opened it. Remember that little area? Oh, wait, I'm thinking... Yeah, see this. They were in here.
Can't open that door.
Yeah.
Let's explore this level before we go there.
Mm-hmm. Skynet just appeared in the wall.
Great.
Yep.
I can still see you.
Ooh.
Ooh, special parts chest. Microgat extra barrels?
Oh, we have a microgat.
Huh. Might as well take it.
It's just a weapon mod.
Yeah. They have guns in here. Everywhere.
We need a key before we can do that.
Yeah, I don't know where the key would be. Nothing useful.
Never did find where that hole led to. Whoa! Oh.
To
Armory.
the armory. Maybe the pulse gun would be in here. What the heck?
You know, those little lead things that fly really fast. I need some. I'm all out, boss.
Just use the flaming sword, Raul.
Oh, he got back up.
Yeah, he wasn't quite dead.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I know, Anaximander. You don't have to say it every time.
Yeah.
Oh, can't get through there. Alright.
Maybe through here?
We need a key.
Ah, great.
Alright. Let's go back and look at one of those underwater sections. Or that hole.
Yeah, I guess.
This is exciting, right? Last vault.
See, big one.
What?
It's a big one.
Yeah, but it's the last one we're gonna go through.
Yeah.
Inadequacy issues here. Got a bigger gun I can borrow?
No. Password.
Yeah. Requires key. We're gonna get radiation poisoning.
Probably.
But we'll be fine. I guess maybe that other underwater area.
Yep, just looking.
There aren't any keys. Where are we supposed to go?
Please, don't take this person.
Uh-oh. Oh, was that Skynet?
Yep.
Cool. Aw, come on. There's nothing. Oh, there we go. Security terminal password.
Okay, cool. We got 2 passwords. That should help. Something.
Yeah.
Boss, you know, those little lead things.
Oh!
Fat. That's gonna hurt. I need.
What is he using?
Dynamite.
Sure thing. Sure.
Oh, wait.
Sure thing. Sure. I'll stop using my rather effective gun and switch to, this piece of metal tubing here. Great plan, boss.
You got a flaming sword. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I think that was funny.
Where's that one terminal we found?
It just had logs and stuff on it. It wasn't even locked.
But maybe now that we have keys, we'll have additional options.
Possibly. I think maybe we should go down that hole.
Yeah, I guess. I still think we need to find a place to use these keys, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it was this room.
Oh, so it wasn't even anywhere new. Great.
Okay, but yeah, there's a terminal we passed a while back. I just don't remember where it was.
I don't remember either. It was...
Not here.
Nope.
We must have missed it. It must be on the floor below us.
Yeah.
Wee!
Nice. But yeah, I don't remember where it was either. You know what? Actually, I think it might have been... No. Oh, okay, I remember. It's back up on the... it's not down here. It's back up on the first area.
Oh,
it's
it was in the office.
Yeah, it was in that office.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. I just remembered.
Good catch.
And possibly with the passwords, yeah, we might have more options. But yeah, I remember now.
Nope.
Well, crap.
Okay, we just gotta find a place to use these keys. So we just gotta be a little bit more observant. We're missing something.
It has to be a terminal because they're passwords.
Yeah. So there's a terminal that we have missed.
At least one.
This is the diner. There's no computers in there.
Maybe look to see if anything says utility or security.
Well, utility says down that way. We can't go that way.
Look up at the sign on that door. Operations.
Still no computer.
Yeah. Clinic, overseer's office.
No computer.
This was the clinic. What did those signs say? Utility.
Ah, there was one in here.
Ah, okay. Activate pump station. Okay. Oh, did that make that door openable?
No, it drained the water here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Security station A.
Please, don't take this personally.
We have a password for security. Ah, there we go. Disengage lock to overseer. Okay, finally.
Nice.
We can go into the overseer's office. There we go.
Okay. So, overseer's office. How do we get there?
It's through this clinic and then to the left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, through the door to the left. It's,
oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how I remembered the layout better than you.
I mean, if that
More security. Why is Veronica's hair messing up?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Just a graphic glitch. And there's the flooding.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Nice throw. He says he's just gonna hang back and fix your stuff, and then he literally just goes in there with a flaming freaking sword.
I am so glad we told him to retire. Could you imagine what he would be doing if we told him to go all out?
That's funny.
What is going on here?
He's in the wall. That's
Whatever.
what's going on.
Overseer's office, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, what the heck? That scares me. Giant panda. Oh, it's Willow's.
The overseer.
Mm-hmm. Corrupted. What the hell? This place is pretty huge.
Well, you know, this episode's gone a little long, so why don't we stop it here and we'll pick up next time.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, well, this is Supermod Fallout. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kira.
And we are in green water that glows.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.